Today is part one of Savvy Searcher. This will be a several part lesson that we'll be doing about how to improve the kinds of searches we do using all kinds of tools like the library catalog, Google, the AEA databases and resources, all kinds of places where we go to search for information. We're going to work on how to make our searches better and to better be able to control what we get from our searches. Our target today is I can identify narrow and broad search terms. By terms I mean words for topics of a personal interest. So what that means is when we pick a personal topic in a few moments, when you have that very specific narrow topic, we're going to ask you to pick a famous person to learn more about. When you have that narrow, very specific person, they're going to work to come up with broader, more general terms that relate to them, that also describe them, but would include other people. I'm going to walk through this and show you how I would do this, and tell you how I'm thinking about it as I do it, and then you'll get a chance to do it on your own. So the task, the first part at least, to get to my target, is to create a Google drawing of broad and narrow search terms for a famous person I'm interested in knowing more about. Again, this is really important to be able to do because if you know how to create a range of search terms for your topic, both very specific all the way to very general or broad, you'll be able to better control the amount of information you get from your searches and the quality of the information you get. Okay, to organize my thinking today, I'm going to use a tool in Google Docs. So I click on the Google Docs login. I'm going to use my student login. And when I log in, I come to my home page and I'm going to go to Create. Under Create, there is the option to create a Google drawing. So I'm going to use Google Drawing as a way to organize my thinking today. I'm actually going to use an inverted triangle. I'd like you to do something like this too, because this actually kind of shows how I'm going from very general, specific terms. I'm going to go up and get bigger and broader and more general with my terms as I go along. So when we started thinking about some famous people to learn more about, I thought about Bill Clinton because he's been in the news a lot lately and I've seen him on TV recently and I thought, you know, I wouldn't mind knowing a little bit more about Bill Clinton. So I put a text box in there and I add Bill Clinton. And there's my very specific narrow topic. He's all the way down here at the point. Today I want to come up with at least two more terms that go up, and as they go up from there, they get bigger and a little more broad, a little more general. So I think about who is Bill Clinton? Why is he famous? Why would most people know him? I think most people know him or would know about him because he was the President of the United States. So I add that. And now I need to test my thinking. I need to make sure that this actually works. So would Bill Clinton fit under this search term that I've come up with, President of the United States? Well, he would. He was one of the presidents of the United States. But would other people fit under this term too? Does it get broader or more general in a way that it would include other people or other things? And it would. So I could find all of the other presidents if I did searches using something like this version of a search term. So that works. I tested my thinking and I think I have a term that goes up a little more, makes it a little more general, but still related to Bill Clinton as well as all those other presidents. Let's try to come up with one more term for today where I get really much more broad. So I have to think about who is the president? The president is the leader of the United States government. Well, every country has some kind of government or some kind of leader. So I wonder if I could put a term in here like world leaders. And what we may find next week is that sometimes the term we have is broad, but we're not finding a lot, and we might have to rethink the term. We might need synonyms and some of those things. We'll work more on that next week. Today, I just need to make sure the one I have makes sense with the other two terms I have on my topic. So would the President of the United States fit under this big search term of world leaders? Well, they would. Would other leaders in other countries of all kind, a monarchy or a dictatorship or another democracy around the world, would that describe those people as well? And it would. So I've gotten really broad. I mean, the Queen of England could be described as a world leader, and the Prime Minister of Russia could be described as a world leader, and the President of the United States could too. So this is much more broad. If I did a search here, I'd get a lot more back. I'd get stuff about the President probably, but I'd also get it about a lot of other world leaders of all kinds of governments. Okay, it looks like for today I have created a range of search terms, both general, world leaders, getting more narrow all the way down to my very specific individual topic for this project of Bill Clinton. And I know it's really important for me to have this because now I can go out and really control the kind of searching I'm doing and the results I'm getting based on the questions we'll develop next time we meet. I'm going to challenge you now to do a little work on a drawing from another class before you try your own, and that will be in the next video.